Sunday's HOTBEAT on January 30th, 2022. We have started with a song called Wero War, The War on Loneliness by Taeyeon. Hello to all of our HOTBEAT family. I'm HOTBEAT's DJ Hoon of W24, your one and only Hodi. Let's get started with Sunday's HOTBEAT. Yay! So, alrighty, Ru, I have a little side story about talking about the subway stations and the screen doors there. So in Korea, there are a lot of like advertisements, photos, writings, whatnot. And then there was this one story about a poem that was written on the screen door of this subway station. And among all of these poems, one of them really, really made this worker, like an office worker, just a real, real normal guy, really moved. And this is what it was. It says this. 제목, the title is called 5분, 5 minutes. And it's from, the author is from Mom, 엄마가. Oh. So, what it says is, 이 글 보면 잠시만 전화해주라. If you see this message, please call me for a moment. 5분만 목소리 들으면 좋겠다. I would love to hear your voice just for 5 minutes. 얼굴 보면 더 좋겠네. It would be even better if I could see your face. 도착하기 5분 전에 말만 해. Just let me know 5 minutes before you arrive. 된장찌개 맛있게 끓여놓을게. I will prepare delicious 된장찌개, Korean soybean paste stew for you. 그러니까 내 시간 5분만 엄마한테 주라. So please give me just 5 minutes of your time. 미안해. I'm sorry. Oh, what happened? Okay, this is making me a little bit sad though. So I guess it's just like a poem talking about how a mom is waiting for the daughter's or the son's phone call or a visit for at least just like 5 minutes. That's how much, I actually understand why moms and dads would say this, especially mothers. Mothers are the ones who always are looking out for their kids, 24/7. And even though they might not be in contact because they are, apart or living in different houses, or they are like overseas, for example, for me, in my situation, I actually understand why they would say this. My mom also gets a little bit, I guess, I don't want to say the word disappointed, but I would say the word kind of like sad, I guess, if I don't call her for a long time. I had the chance to call her. Last time I had a call session with her for 10 minutes, I think it was. Usually when we have a call, we call each other for an hour-ish, everything. And then she always complains about my sister. She's always like, why is your sister like that? I'll be like, Mom, she's your daughter. But yes, the last time that I called my mom, I think it was last week. Yeah, it was last week. Probably I'm gonna call her tomorrow and the day after because it's Lunar New Year here in Korea, so they're probably gonna be expecting a call. So I'll do that. But the poem, it's so sad. Yes. Anyone who is listening to HOTBEAT right now, call your mom right now. Seriously, or give them a message or something, okay? They might probably thinking the same way as the poem is. Alrighty, Ru. We're now moving on to listening to 2 songs, and I'll be back with our Sunday segment, More Than a Line. The songs are 멋지게 헤어지는 방법, Love Affair by Neil, and Go or Stop by Sunmi. A heart-to-heart between Hodi and the listeners. More Than a Line. Our Sunday segment, More Than a Line, is a segment where I introduce some of the messages you have sent in to us and play the songs that you have requested. So even messages as short as one line are all welcome. So talk to me about the little details of your everyday life, I hope you will become your chatmate here today on HOTBEAT. So you can send in your messages through HOTBEAT's website send message board, or you can DM our Instagram ID is HOTBEAT0409. Don't forget to write messages when you send in your messages for our segment for more than a line, okay? Good. Let's begin. We have our first message coming in from Katherine from Peru. This is going to be in Spanish, so let me translate it for all of our HOTBEAT fam. Katherine from Peru says, Hola Jody, hello. Hoy vengo a contarte algo que pasó hace poquito. Llegaron dos primitas de visita a mi casa. Una de ellas se llama Camila, pero yo le digo Cami. Ella tiene 4 años y la otra se llama Oriana. Ella tiene 9. Cami suele escuchar la música que coloco de ustedes cuando viene y en las oportunidades que ha venido. No sé cómo reaccionar a esto, pero Cami se volvió mini every. Oh, so cute. Cuando viene me dice, ponme la música de los enanos. La primera vez que la escuché decir eso le pregunté a quién se refería y ella repetía lo mismo, diciendo los enanos, pues ponlos. Y como no la entendía, se puso a cantar el coro de la canción Chuayo. Se escuchaba muy curiosa. Cuando le coloqué, me dijo, sí, los enanos, así los llama de cariño a sus 4 años. Fue ahí que entendí a quién se refería, es decir, a W24. Todo el día que pasó en mi casa no paraba de cantarla. Incluso la grabé haciéndolo. Oriana, que llegó con ella de tanto escucharla cantar el coro, también se la aprendió. En el momento que dije, vamos a ver dibujos, ¿qué crees que pasó? Pues les coloqué, pero Cami no quiso, quería que le colocara a W24 y no es broma. Hasta se molestó porque no le colocaba. W24 no tiene límites de edad y sí que cautiva los corazones. Ya tiene una mini every. Espero le puedas contar a los chicos. Una vez más, su música no tiene límites. Les puedes enviar saludos por Fizz. El cumple de Cami, mini every ya está muy cerca. Ambas le mandan saludos. Cami y Oriana. Los quiere mucho. All right, so Katherine from Peru is saying, Hi, Hodi. Today I'm going to tell you a little side story that happened a while ago. So two of my little cousins came to visit my house. One of them is Camila and one of them is Oriana. Camila, I call her Cami. And so Gami is 4 years old, Oriana is 9 years old, and they listen to the music that I usually put on when they come in to visit. And I don't know how you would react to this, but Gami has become so every time she comes in, she would tell me, "Oh, put me the music of those enanos." And the first time I heard her say this, she says that I didn't know if what kind of song that she was talking about, and then I realized that she started singing to Chuahe, which is 그대는 아무것도 모르겠죠, and then so she was like, oh, that song, and it was 좋아해요. So I put on the music, and it was W24, right? And so every time we do like activities or draw something, she was like, put me the music, and then so they love Double 24. Oh, this is so cute. And so Katherine was saying Double 24 doesn't have any limits of ages, and I think it just like they just take all the hearts of everyone around the world, and definitely doesn't have limits at all. So last but not least, could you please send in like greetings for Gami and to Oriana? Gami's birthday is very soon. So, first of all, feliz cumpleaños, Gami. No sé cuándo será tu cumpleaños, pero espero que la pases muy, muy bien. And yes, I love you very much too. Thank you very much. Oh, so cute. Yes. I imagine yourself literally going to a concert and you see like this 4-year little old, listening to you sing, and she knows all the lyrics to the song. That'd be so cute. All right. Next we have Paulina from Wheein saying, "Hello, Juan. On Hobby Challenge, you wonder why I always keeping playing cards on my backpack." Oh yeah, that was one of the questions that I had for you, Paulina. So many years ago, I put them on my backpack, and since then, I have had those playing cards with me. And when you ask it, I start to think about the reason. Maybe I carry them because you never know when you might need them. And it has been useful so many times that I have those playing cards on my backpack. Really. Nowadays, I usually playing those cards with my mom. Maybe sometimes I can use those cards with myself, but not that often. And here is another thing I want to tell you. If you ever wondered why I have always song requests, it's because it helps me recognize when you read my message. I also try to relate my song requests to messages that I sent. And this time it's no exception. Can you play Answer by 80s? Of course I can. Alrighty, Rue. Thank you very much for those two messages. I actually have another message. Well, actually, first of all, Paulina, now I understand why you always have those playing cards. But still, if it was me, I'll be like, I wonder why I have those playing cards. Although you might think that you might need them, but I don't know. I don't. Maybe there are those times where you're like, oh, I'm kind of like, a little bored. Why don't I play cards? Maybe that could happen, but I'm not a really good fan, or no, I'm not a really good card playing person. Yeah. Anyways, we have another story. KrustyKY from USA. I think they have sent us this message for the song request, and the message goes, "Hello, I love the bops you're playing. Could you please play Filter by BTS?" Of course we can. Thank you very much for the song request. So, we'll listen to Answer by 80s from Paulina from Finland, and Filter by BTS from KrustyKY from USA. Into our Sunday segment, More Than a Line. Those are true amazing songs right there. We're now moving on with more of our messages from our happy fan for More Than a Line. So, next we have Maylinn from Ecuador with the Spanish message, so let me translate it for all of our happy fan. Maylinn says, Hola, mi nombre es Maylinn. Es mi primera vez escribiendo un mensaje para Wheein. Les quiero contar cómo conocí a Double 24. Okay. Estaba escuchando música y de pronto me recomendaron el cover de Un siglo sin ti de Double Train 4 y la vi y me enamoré, fue amor a primera vista. Los investigué, supe casi todo de ellos, también descubrí que vinieron a Ecuador hace 2 años y me puse triste porque no los conocí antes y hubiera deseado estar en su concierto. Junto a mis amigas que tengo ahora que recién entré en grupo de WhatsApp de Double Train 4 de Ecuador. Gracias a Brenda y a las demás chicas por recibirme y enseñarme más de este hermoso grupo que seguro triunfará mucho, porque tienen talento y se lo merecen. Los amo chicos, fueron mi primera banda de K-pop y la única. Siempre los amaré y sigan así, tienen Everys que los aman mucho. Todas los queremos y estaremos con ustedes siempre. Su música me alegra en momentos tristes, son los mejores y espero que algún día ir a un concierto y verlos cantar hasta que ya no tenga voz. Los quiero atentamente, Maylinn. Okay, so Maylinn, she has sent us this message. She was just talking about how it's the first time she's sending a message, so that's good. And also, she just wanted to tell us how she first met W24. So she was listening to music on the YT channels, and then she got a recommendation of the cover of that song called Un siglo sin ti. Actually, we had lots of our Latin American fans coming into the Every fandom because of this song, so we're really grateful for that. But anyways, I started to investigate. Well, Maylinn started to investigate lots about Double Chain 4 and how they even had a concert 2 years ago in Ecuador. Yes, we did. It was we were the first K-pop band ever to go to Ecuador and do a concert there, so that was good. We had lots of fun. It was so much fun. Anyways, she says she would have loved to have been there and would have loved to have known you 2 years before to go there, but she wasn't there. But anyways, right now I am in the Double 24 Ecuador chat room thanks to Brenda and other girls. So thank you very much, she says. And also, Double 24 is the first Korean band, the K-pop band, and the only one that I will know. So love you so much, and that Everys out there are really always supporting for you. May there be a next time for a concert in Ecuador so that I can scream out all my lungs. So thank you, Maylinn from Ecuador for the message. Yay! I really like these stories of how our Everys get to come into the Every fandom for the first time, and how they tell us a story of how they got to know Double Train 4 and all that stuff, or maybe into HOTBEAT. It's so much fun. I like that. It's like a nice anecdote. Yeah. Next, we have Wendy from France saying, Hoan, hello. This is actually my first time sending a message for more than a line. Ooh, welcome. In this message, I just want to say thanks to the HOTBEAT team and family for giving strength and happiness every day. Aww. HOTBEAT is like a daily boosting vitamin. Haha. Actually, I was making illustrations for my first coloring book that just came out while listening to HOTBEAT. Really? You made a coloring book, Wendy? That's so good. So listening to HOTBEAT gave me strength and inspiration to keep going on. So thank you again. I love you all. God bless you, each one of you. Ah, Wendy. Congratulations, coloring books. Yeah, I actually there was this one phase of my life where I was really into coloring books. I even bought those coloring pencils. I had this like, coloring pencil, what do you call it? Tube. And I always try to find the best coloring book out there so that I can just like, color everything in. Uh, the reason I started doing this is because, my role model was also doing this too. And I was like, oh, maybe I wanna try out how she does it. And I was trying to do it. But anyways, this is like a TMI. So I think we should move on now, guys. Thank you very much, Wendy and Maylinn, for the messages. We have two songs to listen to. Let's give a listen to Nobody Else by Ailey and Devil by Chaegang Changmin. Segment More Than a Line. Let's move on with more of our messages. We have two more to go through. Next, we have Saritta saying, Hey, my dear, I'm not feeling good. Oh no, what happened? I do have a lot of pain in the spine area as well as my cervical region, so it's really hard for me to stand for long periods of time. But as a teacher, I must stand while writing on the board. Anyways, I have to go to traumatologist or orthopedist. Anyways, thank you for reading my messages always, and also thank you for the selfies. I love them so much. Love, dear. Stay healthy, says Sarita. Sarita, I hope you stay healthy. What happened? If it's your spinal area and your cervical area, maybe you got a really bad hip injury. I don't know exactly what happened here, but if you're going to the traumatologist, maybe it's yeah. Be careful, please be careful. Orthopedist, yeah. Don't there was this I don't know if this could be like a too much of a TMI, but there was this one time I went to the orthopedist. I think you call it 정형외과 here in Korean. I don't know if that's orthopedist or not. I'm not quite sure, but when you're talking about like bones and like fractures, you go to the orthopedist, right? And so I there was this one time here, first time in Korea, that I had to go to like the hospital, but I didn't know exactly that in Korea you have like separate hospitals for like the flu, and like whatever it is, and for like illnesses, and one is for like injuries. And I went to the injury hospital when I had an illness. And so they're like, no, you can't come here. There's no way that we can actually attend you here. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you'll exactly know what if you ever get to come to Korea, you'll see how the hospitals work here. Anyways, Sarita, I hope you stay healthy as well and that your injury or whatever it is gets better. Next, we have Angie from Gozu fan from Colombia saying, Hola chicos, something I do every day is breathe. Haha, sorry, okay. I think a daily habit I have is to listen to HOTBEAT, and since I knew about the program, I can't miss it, and that's why I don't usually go out in the mornings. Oh, another important thing I do every day is listen to W24's, especially Love Me. Everyone's the MV to watch 1 million views. Oh yeah, Angie, thank you very much. Okay, so listening to HOTBEAT, of course, right? Breathe. I think she's trying to do a play on words here because we have a song called Breathe. But since you talked about the song called Love Me, happy listeners, as you're listening to Love Me very soon, I want you guys to also go to the YT channel and check out the music video. I think it's like right now, like 900,000 views. Not 1 million yet, but I hope it will get to 1 million soon. Anyways, it's just like just a thing that you have to do as a Hoppy listener. It's a must. It's mandatory. Okay, so before we listen to two songs, let me wrap up our segment, Sunday segment More Than a Lie. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So, just like what you guys heard today, if you have like any side stories or like whatever, like any story that you want to share with all of our Hoppy fam, maybe you want to introduce yourself, or maybe you want to share a story that you thought it was funny or you thought it was fun to talk about with all of our Hoppy fam, please do send them in, okay? Again, you can send in your messages through Hoppy's website, send message board, or DM our Instagram ID. It's again Hoppy0409. I will be looking forward to them, okay? Very good. Let's give a listen to two songs. This is the recommendation that we got from Angie from Gosu fam from Colombia, Love Me by Double Train 4, and then we'll listen to 같아서 Alike by Taeyeon. En español, me encantaría más mensajes de ustedes para More Than a Line, así que mándenos mensajes, ¿ok? Muchísimas gracias. Moving on to our part 2 very soon with our 3 daily segments. Stay tuned, Hoppy fam. The last song we have for part 1 is 악역, Villain by Park Tae-jung.
Every step we're grooving, follow my beat, I'm with you. Heartbeat, heartbeat.
Welcome to the second hour of Hotbeat. I'm Hotbeat's DJ Wheein of Double 24, your one and only Hoti. Now for part 2, we have our 3 daily segments. We have Ssup, the TMI quiz, who knows, and also That's the Reason. Yes, lots of fun things to go through. We have actually 2 songs to listen to right now. We have 요즘 바쁜가 봐, Love Game by Too Big, and 아름다운 그대에게, Rise and Shine by Kyuhyun and Tiffany. Ssup. Hello everyone, how was your day today? What did you guys see, feel, eat, and talk about? It is time for you to share your life stories with me, DJ Wheein. So we'll talk about any story about your day. Any stories, side stories, or any beautiful anecdotes that you want to tell us are all welcome here. Hola Ssup. We're moving on to listening to our Ssup story for today. Who is going to be our main protagonist for today? Our 주인공, our heroine, our hero. We have Wendy from France. Okay, Wendy. Wendy says, "Hi, Wheein. Hello. I feel like I mentioned it too much, but again, I love to draw. Drawing, okay. And when I draw, I always listen to music because it inspires me for the scenery, the mood, the vibe, and the expression of the character inspired by this one song. It can be any kind of song, even 곰 세 마리가 한 집에 있어. 아빠 곰. Sorry. Okay, so Wendy, thank you very much for the message. Drawing. Yeah, you must have a talent for drawing because I love to draw too. I mean, I love drawings. I love art itself, but I'm really terrible drawer. I don't have. I'm a 똥손. My hands are made out of poopy. Really bad with everything that has to do with my hands, like crafting or like making like drawings or I don't know, sculpting or ceramics. It was so hard for me. I could never do it. But right now we're talking about a song recommendation for you to get inspired by and the next drawing. I mean, I think it would be too selfish if I asked you to do a drawing from a Double 24 song. But which song? What kind of songs am I into these days? I'm actually not sure. So I'm probably going to recommend you a Double 24 song. I would love to see a drawing of the song called 거기 잠시라도 Stay a Moment. Why don't you try that one? Yes. It's a song that goes, 멍한 새벽빛에 나의 맘에 깨운 너 is very like calm and serene. Yeah, I would love to see a drawing for that. And next time, when you do send in your message, maybe you can send in your message together with the drawing that I want to see. That would be awesome. So again, Double 24's 거기 잠시라도 stay a moment. If it's not too much to ask, I think that will be a good song to draw for. Yeah. I think the chorus part is the part that you want to really really focus on, or maybe like even part verse 2, which is 모닥불 피우고서 앉아. Yeah, I can't remember the lyrics. My God, what happened to me? But anyways, Wendy from France, please. That'll be a good one. Good luck. Okay? Very good. Wendy, I will be sending you my selfie through the email for participating for Ssup. Thank you very much. Right now, we're moving on to TMI quiz. Who knows? After this song. Okay. The song is Pretty Boys by Yena. From K-stars to K-culture that's now the center of the world. We solve too much information quizzes that aren't too obvious. TMI quiz, who knows? It is time to start our second daily segment. It is the TMI quiz. Hoppy fam, if you know the answer as we go through the quiz, please do send them in through Hoppy's website, send message board, or DM our Instagram. ID is Hoppy0409. So for Monday through Sunday, we have one winner per day, and that winner will be announced after our Sunday show ends on the announcement board of Hoppy's website, yes, and that winner will be receiving my selfie. So, if you do really want that selfie from me, come on, guys, participate, okay? Please do send in your answers to us. We're getting into today's quiz. Everyone ready? Here we go. TMI quiz. Who knows? Question is, VICTON has made a comeback with their third single album called Chronograph. So its title track, Chronograph, is a song that says, I will now mark and record all of my time based on you. That's why it's called a chronograph. So today's quiz is about VICTON. Subin of VICTON was the only minor in the group when they had just debuted. What did Subin like most about becoming a legal adult? So he was, I guess, not of age, still a teenager. Now he's an adult. So what did he like most about becoming a legal adult? Number one is being able to hang out in the PC rooms until late at night. And number two, being able to get a driver's license. Okay, so I don't know if all of our Hoppy listeners will be able to actually understand or relate to this, but here in Korea, we have actually lots of PC rooms. It's actually very, very common and very like a cultural thing, I guess. So if you ever go to like a town around in Seoul, there's always going to be a PC room there. So if you need a computer, just go there. But anyways, usually what happens with PC rooms is that kids tend to go together with their friends and they tend to play games until late at night. But if you're not a legal adult, you have to leave the place at 10 o'clock. But if you're a legal adult, then you're able to stay there, all night and no one will care. Yeah. So what happens is that sometimes, teenagers will come and they're playing a game, and if they started at 9:40, and usually a what do you call it? A game sometimes takes at least 30 minutes to finish. And imagine yourself, your computer, you're playing it, and at 10 o'clock suddenly it just shuts down. Can you imagine that? And so usually kids want to become an adult here in Korea because they want to use the PC rooms until late at night. That actually happens really common. It's the first thing that they like to do here in Korea is go out to drink. Is probably the first thing that they want to do. And second of all, if you're a guy and you're with like your friends, you probably want to visit the PC rooms until late at night and just be free about it. Isn't that cute? Wow. Anyways, I think driver's license is also a big one, but here in Korea, what I try to feel is that there are not a lot of like people who love to drive. I'm sure, I mean, there are people who like to get their driver's license and drive, but usually it takes a long time. It's not like that. It's not like driver's license is like that common. So, um, I'm gonna say it's number one. I might be wrong, but I'm trying to guess together with you guys because I don't know the answer to, but I think it's number one. Maybe it could be number two. Yeah. But who knows? Okay, it really is up to Subin from VICTON. Okay, so if you do know the answer again, don't forget to send in your answers. Right now, we're moving on to listening to a song, and I'll be back with That's the Reason. The song is Chronograph by VICTON. Now, moving on to That's the Reason. Time to listen to three songs together with a playlist or a theme. Today's theme for That's the Reason is actually this one. Female solo artists who released a new song this January. Yes. So there were actually a lot of female solo artists who actually came out on the or actually came back on the month of January. There was this like one post or like one article that I saw. It's like the competition among solo female artists. Yeah. So these are some of them. First song is going to be Wheein's 오묘해 Make Me Happy. The second song is going to be Yuju's Nori Play. And the third song is Taeyeon's Can't Control Myself. So, hope you guys enjoy them and we'll talk about them more in detail. So today's That's the Reason was female solo artists who released a new song this January. Very, very good. Let's talk about them. Wheein's 오묘해 Make Me Happy. She released her song or second mini album called Wheein on the 16th of this month. It has a total of 6 songs, and Labi of VIX actually wrote the lyrics to 오묘해 Make Me Happy. Yes, I really enjoyed Wheein's first solo album as well. I think it was called Color something. Yeah, Watercolor. I think it was called. That was a really good song too, but 오묘해 is also really good too. Yes. And I was really, really happy that Wheein is coming back with more songs because she actually really is a good singer and also performer. And I really do love her voice. Her voice is very unique. Okay, actually, another member of Mamamoo has also released a solo album. It's 문별. Yeah, she came up with a new song too. So if you guys want to check that out, please do so. You're actually going to be able to enjoy 문별's singing voice. It's actually really good. I actually heard her sing. And it was so, so good. I was like, whoa, what happened here? I thought she was a really good rapper, but she's also a really good singer. Yeah. All right. Next we have Yuju with a song called Nori Play. Yeah, you all know that Yuju is from 여자친구 G-Friend, but they disbanded and now she's come back as a solo artist. She released a solo mini album titled Rec R-E-C dot on the 18th of this month. It has a total of 5 songs, and Yuju is a co-lyricist and a co-composer of all of the 5 songs that she has released. So that's pretty good. I was actually looking forward to Yuju's solo comeback because there were a lot of words of how she was going to come back, as a solo artist. She's really well known for being an amazing singer, and she has the potential to really just blow out all those speakers out there. But I was just really curious about what kind of concept she was going to use to come back. And the song called Nori Play, I was like, oh, this is interesting. Yeah. I thought there was going to be a more of kind of pure and charming kind of I guess effect or concept, but it was a little bit more of a kind of sexy and dark kind of side of her. So I was like, interesting. Yeah. Very, very good. I think it goes really well with her. The last song we heard was Taeyeon's Can't Control Myself, of course. It is Taeyeon's new song that was released on the 17th of this month. And this song is actually a pre-release song for her third full-length album, which will be released in February. Very good. So Taeyeon is actually a co-lyricist of this song. And usually she really takes a lot of time going through the lyrics of the song. I've seen her whole process when she collects songs from people and gets to write the lyrics and all that stuff. And so I'm always looking forward to what kind of songs she has ready for her album. Especially her full-length albums are always so packed and full of stuff. That happened with the first album, which was My Voice. I was really impressed with it. I think I had my playlist full of her songs, just like, every single day. It was so good. That album title track is called Fine. So if you want to go check that out, please do so. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the three songs, and also do look forward to February's new album for Taeyeon. Yay! I'm looking forward to it very much. I'm very curious about what kind of song she has ready. Anyways, we're moving on. That's the reason. We have a song to listen to, and I'll be back with a TMI quiz. The song is 잠시 On and On by SF9. Now it is time to reveal the answer for today's TMI quiz. Who knows? Here's the question again. What did Subin of VICTON like most about becoming a legal adult? Remember, we were talking about going to the PC rooms. That was number one, until late at night. Number two was getting a driver's license. And I was correct. It is number one, being able to hang out in the PC rooms until late at night. Yes. So, Subin became a legal adult in 2018. He said that what he liked most about becoming a legal adult was being able to stay in PC rooms with his elder teammates until late at night. That is so cute. Back then, his teammates were already legal adults, so they could continue to play games until late at night in PC rooms. Subin, who was the only minor in the team, had to go home at 10 p.m. Aww, which made him sad. In Korea, minors are prohibited from entering singing rooms, PC rooms, and game arcades after 10 p.m. Yes, it's like yeah, literally just like a legal thing. Yeah, nothing special. I think it's important to have those like legal laws, because if it's not because of those like curfews that the government has put up on, probably the kids would stay up until late at night for sure, like literally. Yeah. Okay, so I wonder how would have happened with him. Yes. What actually happens is that at 10 p.m., the computer starts alarming that for kids who are minors, like they give you like a warning, and then it's gonna shut down, and then it just like literally just shut down in the middle of your game. So yes. Okay, so that was the answer for today's TMI quiz. Hope you guys got it correct. If you took my advice, probably you will have gotten the answer correct. It was number one. Okay. Very good. We're now moving on to two songs, and I'll be back. The two songs are 잊을 수 없다면, Can't Forget You by 민서, and 좋아합니다, I Like You by Day6. It is time for us to wrap up already. We'll say goodbye with the ending song called 신경 쓰여, Restless by PB. Yes, hope you guys enjoyed our Sunday's HOTBEAT. I am DJ Wheein, your one and only Hoodie, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on HOTBEAT. Goodbye.